Hey guys, this here is Getaway Driver 101, and today I'm going to be giving you a brief explanation on how to set Discord security up for all the, I guess apparently there is a new doxing method that's going on with bots, and what I mean by doxing is it's trying to dox your location, but it also tries to dox you as the user and kick you offline. But it also doxes your location and knows where you're at. Now, the location effectiveness of it is not very good. They have the videos on YouTube that show it. Um, Now, apparently, it is able to. It has to hit more than one server to hit you, but this here is basically the hit or miss. And simplest way to explain this is if it hit a server location and misses everything else. For it to hit the address that it's looking at hitting, but for it to do that, it has to have a call waiting at that address. I'm not going to get into too much detail on that. You can go watch this actual video for this guy. But as you can see right here, it doxes. Sometimes it will dox the exact location, and sometimes it will do two locations. So it's best to keep in mind that this here is a actual issue with Discord. This was something that was found out yesterday. Looks like a friend request. Don't click on it. Not unless you're speaking to that person, and even if you're speaking to that person, make sure it's their account you're clicking on, not some random notification. So I don't know exactly what's going on with this whole issue, but there apparently is a doxing issue going on though with Discord. So just keep in mind that, it can be very concerning for some people, and then for other people it's not too bad. So what I'm going to show here is how to create basically a firewall around the application. Now, does this firewall work well? That would have to go through a little bit of time for it if they're a proper tester. But for somebody that's like at home and you're doing your own thing, it could still happen to you at home, but it would be very rare. So the way you would do this is you go and find your application, which is Discord. You're going to left click, pull up properties, and then you're just going to either do it by the comment, but you just need the Discord name. You can do it up there and highlight the name however you want to do it, and then just put .ext afterwards. And then what you're going to do is go into edit. Now you want to do block remote imagings on. Do not do it on auto only. If you do it on auto only, the app will not work. Control flow guard leave. You can turn that on but leave it unchecked, which kind of creates a bit of an automation for that. Some of this stuff is a little technical to explain. Can't really explain a whole lot of it, but right here is preventing memory code from being ran in memory pages. What that means is anything that is going to save itself to the memory for a duration of time that the computer is on. So right now, if you're on your computer, PC, whatever you like to call it, if you're on your computer and memory is running right now, even on mine, it is running all the time. That's what keeps your computer operating. So your memory saves small little pieces of cache or shader cache, depending on if you're playing games or if you're doing regular application stuff. And what that cache does is it affects how the computer is able to pull an application faster or slower. Now, that's not completely 100% correct, but that's the simplest way I could break it down without confusing people out there that don't know much about computers or don't know much about memory. But fast memory means computer go faster. Big memory means that you have a lot more stuff this computer can store while it's doing calculations in memory. So it can come back to those and finish what it was doing without altering or affecting or giving an error from what it was originally doing. So memory is used for a lot of things. So you want this here on do not allow child processing, override system setting, but leave this on off. Just have it as checkmarked. This here, validate API call check on and override system setting. Validate expansion chains or expanding, yeah, whatever. Either way, it ensures the integrity of the expansion chain during the dispatch. So in return, it's making sure that the integrity of what it is communicating with is not being switched. If the integrity is being switched back and forth real rapidly, it will not let you finish the dispatch. That's why you want this setting on. This setting here is actually a very helpful one for the application. Some settings that I do have here, I only have 5 overrides on it. You can add more, but the problem is the more you add, the less likelihood the application is going to respond. Because what you're doing is you're putting a wall fence around it. Basically, you're putting the firewall and surrounding it in a circle. Think of the application as in the center. So if the firewall is surrounding it, you turn too many things on, then the firewall closes in and says, oh, hey, it's just malicious. It's running arbitrary things. It's doing things it shouldn't be doing. Well, yes and no. It was doing things correctly. It just has a lot of calculations it has to do to connect to multiple different servers to start the application correctly. So it connects to a lot of servers to start up. So you don't want to turn too many things on, because if you do, you can affect how the application starts up. Now, something else to keep in mind. If you make a mistake, don't just go in and click remove. That's not going to fix it. If you make a mistake, you are going to have to go back into edit and re-edit it. So make sure either you're screenshotting, taking pictures, or writing down what you are changing so you don't accidentally damage anything. So as long as you're doing that, things should work fine and it should work well. Just make sure that you have everything wrote down that you've changed or have it screenshotted. That's it for this video. Like or subscribe, and I will see y'all next time.